Hey guys, Prepper Princess. So I got your hint, and I'm not going to be using music on my videos anymore unless it really, really calls for it. But what I'm showing you guys tonight is a meal that's going to set you back about $6, maybe $5 or $6, but you're going to get 6 to 8 meals out of it. So this was the go-to meal in my house growing up, which was spaghetti. And spaghetti is really easy. You just need a pound of roast beef, which I've got going here, and then you need some noodles that you got to cook up. With the roast beef, I do it just like my other beef, where I put it in 1 pound packets and then put it in my freezer. I use a food scale, and I put it in 1 pound packets just because I only use roast beef for spaghetti and hamburgers. When it comes to the noodles, some people are super picky about their food, but you can use anything. You can use spaghetti noodles, fettuccine noodles, penne noodles, you can use rice. Just use whatever you've got on hand. Just you have to remember that the majority of money lost with food is 40% goes to waste just because you throw it away because it goes bad. So the best way to learn is through food storage techniques. And what I have is, I've got some onion and some mushrooms that I went ahead and I washed them right after I washed my hands. And we're going to put those in. You don't have to have mushroom or onion. You can just use the roast beef in a bottle of like Prego or Ragu or Hunt's or whatever your preference is. These are about, on sale, you can get them for like 85 cents. This was $1.25. And the roast beef was $2.99. So if you go with just the roast beef for $2.99, and then the noodles are usually 89 cents for these, so you've got $3 plus $1, and then about another $1, so that's $5. But since I'm adding the onion and mushroom in here, I'm going to go ahead and add another $1 on there. And you just want to brown your roast beef, and then once it's brown, and you definitely want to get all the grease out of there, so you're going to have to strain it. I use a strainer. And while I've got you guys here, I just want to show you one of the cool things that I'm doing with my garden. So my garden this year is extremely productive, and it's gaining me a lot of money. I put together a $10 box for somebody at work who already paid me. And what it's got is a bunch of zucchini. It's got 4 of those. It's got some lemons. I've got some of my Marion berries. Check out these Marion berries. Ooh, ripe Marion berries. It's got my artichokes, some eggs. And the cool thing about zucchini is everybody at work wants them big because at the store they stop them when they're about this big, but I can grow them as big as I want, and they like to stuff them and make, no, I'll put that away later, and make, stuff them with whatever it is that they stuff them with. So they can't get zucchini at the store like that because they cut them when they're too short. So growing them big kind of gives me an advantage in my garden. So I'm making now $20 a week off of my garden. And I'm going to continue to do that and see where it goes. I mean, if you can make or grow so much that you have to get rid of it, might as well make some money off of it, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn this down to medium-low. I'm going to get this out of here. Okay, and while I've got that doing its thing and getting all the grease out, I'm going to start cooking up the onion and the mushroom. So remember, nothing goes to waste, folks. That's how you save the most amount of money in your kitchen, on your groceries. And we all know that groceries are the most interchangeable, modifiable expense that a household can have. So this is the best way to save money, to get those credit cards paid off so you can get out of debt and then get ahead. And I mean, you guys see all my cooking episodes, but the truth of the matter is I'm not like a great cook. All of the meals that I make are like super easy and super cheap. Super easy and super cheap. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys on pause for a little bit while I get these mushroom and onions cooked up, and then I'm going to throw the roast beef back in along with my Prego. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and dumped in the roast beef after I let the mushroom and onion cook a bit. And now I'm just going to put in this full can of Prego. And I'm going to save the jar so I can use the jar for my my stuff later on. Sometimes I make homemade dressing and I'll leave them in the jars here, like salad dressing, used out of thyme or oregano from my garden. Pretty good stuff. We're just going to mix this in. It really doesn't take very long to make. Maybe 20 minutes. Alright, and while that's cooking, I'm going to drain the noodles. Noodle drain, noodle drain. Whew, steamy. It's supposed to get to be over 105 degrees here in the Bay Area pretty soon. Not really looking forward to that, not because of me, because I'll be in the office, I'll be at work, but the pets, I always have to turn on the air conditioner all day while I'm not home. I don't have a central air conditioner, I just have an air conditioner in a window in the back of the house, and I always just hope my Simba, my dog, goes back there. Oh. Looks super chunky, which is like the way I like it. It's got to be all the mushrooms and onion that I put in there. You can get away with using half a jar too, or 3/4 of a jar too, if you want. This is just a pretty saucy combination. Haha, saucy combination. And I mean the tomato, or not tomato, the red stuff, the Prego, is already pretty much cooked. You just really just have to get it heated up. So you just want to make sure that your roast beef and whatever else you add in there is already ready. A lot of people like to add zucchini too. But I don't like zucchini in my spaghetti. I just like my zucchini sauteed. That's just the way I like it. And I'm looking for a very particular spoon. My brother and nephew might be coming over. He doesn't know that I snuck to his house and visited my nephew. So I get to see him twice today. Fingers crossed that Hillary doesn't tell him that I was there. Because I do like my nephew a lot. He's almost 2 and he's pretty much the cutest thing there is. He never cries. He never cries. And of course the spaghetti noodles are the filler part. Okay, so there's my serving. But as you can see, there's a ton more left. I mean, there's at least 5 more servings in here. So I'm going to leave that there and just cover it, just in case my brother wants some when he gets home. And I'm going to let this cool down a few minutes, and then I guess I'll show you guys me taking a bite. So be right back. My brother, you want to tell him where you got your beer?
You got it from a dumpster.
And he doesn't even mind drinking it. My nephew's asleep in the living room.
So we just do...
We just let him know how it tastes, I guess.
Did you hunt for this, this beef?
Good stuff.
Very good.
And the dumpster beer is not tea.
No, it turned out okay.
Turned out to be beer.
It tastes just like store beer.
Funny how that works. Alright, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Ah. Hey Bronson. What you doing, buddy? You sleeping? Okay, go back to sleep. That's why we prep, folks.